Hi there. Graham Little here, near Peter Pope. We're outside the Melbourne Town Hall today, and it's 16 days to go before we're going to stage the Summit Against Corruption, and there's a lot of corruption going on behind the scenes, let me tell you, and I don't even know half of it, maybe 90%, 95%. I know a little bit, and there's a lot of fear going on in a number of quarters about holding this summit to deal with a very serious issue, and that's the lack of a federal government anti-corruption commission. Now, the Melbourne City Council back in April said they think it's time. It's time, Mr Turnbull and all your fellow politicians, including Minister Ley and all the public servants, Professor Kelso, that we should have a commission against corruption federally. Luckily, we do have one in Victoria. Let's see what the next 24 hours holds, because I'm going to tell you, maybe in the upper chambers there are a few people nervous. Now, I can't say for sure, but in very strange circumstances, I lost my laptop on the weekend. I've nearly lost my voice, partly because I had to travel so far to get to Kalgoorlie to check out, the incredible vaccine damage done to an adult, poor Ben Hammond, the impact it's had on him for the last 4 years. I wanted to see firsthand myself. I'm suffering the effects of that. I'm suffering the effects of having my laptop stolen on Sunday. I've had the effects of my wallet being stolen or my ID. I have found my passport, luckily, and a lovely lady just here at the Flinders Street station gave me a seniors transport ticket. She said, "I trust you." What a lovely thing to say from a public servant. I must go back and get her name. That doesn't happen very often. And just like Pauline Ireland handled the situation very well on Friday last week, for those that haven't seen my 5:20 p.m. Facebook Live, I haven't checked to see how many of you actually have seen that the last few days. I've been a bit disorganised, as you can imagine, without a computer. Haven't been able to check any emails since Sunday, so some of you are wondering what I'm doing. But we're here. Brandy Vaughan, again, confirmed she will be coming here. www.learntherist.org. She will be speaking. She will be the key speaker. I have 3 panel sessions planned. One, an incredible group of mothers that will tell it how it is, help you to learn the risks when you as an adult will have to have all of the adult vaccinations. We'll be dealing with all the other PBS drugs. While vaccination is one issue, we're going to cover the whole gamut, from Risperdal being fed like lolly water to our dementia patients, always banned in the US, this antipsychotic. We've got whistleblowers from the US who'll talk about the Paxil impact. We've got incredible, let me say, could not believe what I'm hearing from one of our whistleblowers that will talk to you about the Australian Constitution, what's happened to our banking system, and a whole raft of things that the mainstream media will never tell you. But guess what? The Queen intervened. Can you believe? I kid you not. One of these facts was given to the Queen. She intervened recently. So lucky we've got a Queen, and I'm hearing interesting things on the grapevine about pending visits from the royal family. So let's see if that whistle blowing is on the money. Maybe we need a rumour mill like 3AW. People might want to share that with me. But I'm about to go now to the offices next door to the town hall, tell them why I haven't responded to their emails this week. They want a copy of the running sheet, and I know you do too. But there's a lot of people out to steal everything I'm doing at the moment. I'm looking over my left shoulder, my right shoulder. I'm looking up, I'm looking down. I'm looking down at my briefcase. Has been stolen? Well, I'm not. No, it's still here. Doesn't have a computer. Well, anyway, that's one good thing. So we're actually in Swanston Street, if you want to look down there. And we might even be able to get a view. We're going to walk to the Shrine of Remembrance. Hope I don't get charged for jaywalking. Look right down there. Actually, the wrong way. Come around this way. Look right round there. You'll see the Shrine of Remembrance in the background. 5 p.m. on the day, there is a final closing ceremony at the Shrine of Remembrance. This is Remembrance Day, 11th of November. We're having the Summit Against Corruption, and we need to respect all those mothers that are mourning, children that are mourning, lost fathers. That was a fight for freedom. Many, many fights going back probably to the Boer War. I'm not too sure how far it goes back, the shrine. And I wanted to get here because, look, that's quite nice, isn't it? We'll get a bit of a flower backdrop. Seeing really I'd rather be a medicinal herb farmer growing my comfrey and other amazing products. So going to be a big day. So the 3 panel sessions, one with mothers. There'll be a second one. Actually, we've got an honorary father there. No prizes for guessing who I want to be there. We're going to have a second panel which will focus on the need for a royal commission. Yes, not just a commission against corruption, a royal commission into the way health practitioners are being dealt with by the Australian Health Regulatory Practitioner Agency. Incredible saga there. There was a Senate committee that Nick Xenophon called. We're going to go right into that. We've got some pretty hard hitters going to talk about that. I could have brought about another 200 if they could put a mask on. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Maybe they'd come. That's not a bad idea. There's a lot of fear. I know one doctor who lost his Merc the other day in strange circumstances. It's pretty scary stuff, this. Just tell me if there's anyone coming at me, actually. Give me a bit of warning behind my back. But the third panel session will be a general panel session about corruption in the political system, the donations. I learnt who's funding some of the political parties. This will absolutely blow your mind. Some parties are being funded by some very surprising people. One in particular, you're going to get a massive shock. I mean, I couldn't believe it. What else? We're going to look at the whole chemtrail issue, massive issue. We all know we're being poisoned from above. Some of us have worked it out the way we're sick. Others of us know that it's happening. We're going to go right into that. We're going to go right into the corruption in the food connection. It's all over the papers in the US, social media, the connection with their Centre for Disease Control, little spider bite, talking about spider bites. I have washed this. I've got my spider bite t-shirt on because the CDC, check it out on Google, CDC spider web story on Huffington Post. 12 big whistleblowers came out last week. Mind-boggling. And what are they going to do with 12? You've got to assume if you're into herd mentality, there might be about another 95 coming up, lurking in the wings. So the game is up for the Centre for Disease Control. It's just a question of time. It hasn't started in Australia. I'll be in Canberra soon at the offices of the National Health and Medical Research Council. I'll go up by train if anyone wants to derail the train on the way up. Good luck. I hope. I don't hope you actually do it, but we're going to see Minister Lay's office halfway at Albury. She promised I could have a chat. We'll see if she'll have a representative at the summit, and we'll be talking to the major players that are driving our health system in the next couple of weeks. So if you want to buy tickets, you've got to go to Eventbrite, look up Summit Against Corruption. If you're a mother, tick down VIP. If you've got a vaccine damage story or a child that's been damaged by pharmaceutical drugs, or a mother that might be in a nursing home, tick the box for VIP, and then I'll try and get someone else to sponsor you. So there's a section for buying a sponsored ticket. So if you can't come and you like to sponsor a mother that's got a damaged child or an adult that's had pharmaceutical damage, or it could even be someone that's been done over by the Commonwealth Bank and all those corruption issues. It doesn't have to be pharmaceutical. It could be farmers that have been done over in the dairy industry. If you've got a story like that, tick the VIP box on the Eventbrite site, Summit Against Corruption. Tell me the story there, and then we'll try and marry other people that will sponsor a ticket in the section called Sponsored Tickets. That way I'll have potentially 1,000 tickets for people free. These are the people that will tick the VIP box and tell their story. The best ones of those I'll try and interview before the summit, or we'll get you to come up on stage if you want, either to talk or you can be on the stage and show your support for the others that are a bit braver and bolder at this stage, while you drum up courage and work out if it suits your personal situation to speak up. I'm past the point of no return. I don't give a stuff what happens from here. My life's been incredible. I'm here to help you. People help other people. We've got enormous teams of people behind this summit. We've got some serious names that have coming to Australia that'll talk, and please go to my website, www.fightpharmacorruption. That's Fight Pharma spelled PHARMA, fightpharmacorruption.com. There's a link there to the Eventbrite site. There's also a link to my GoFundMe, and thank you to the person that has put up $3,333 for me to buy a new Apple Mac. Unbelievable. And I did get quite a lot of other people donating in the last week, particularly since my belongings and everything went. My shoes are falling apart. Someone gave me $200 to get a new pair of MBT, so I might film me getting my new shoes later on today. Anyway, that's about enough. I'll go and see the contractors that are helping stage the day event. Effectively, it's going to cost $20,000 to contract the Melbourne Town Hall. We're going to have 8 security guards if you're nervous. We've got ushers, we've got people manning the booths. All this will be done by the staff of the Melbourne Town Hall through their contracting arm, Epicure, which is owned by Spotless. Luckily for me, Gary Hounsell, come on down, remember me. Lucky for me, Gary is at Spotless as the Director of Risk Management, and the only other way that there could be pressure to stop this summit, apart from taking me to places I probably don't want to go, is putting the pressure on Spotless, okay? So I'll be having a chat to Gary in the next 24 hours to tell him what I'm up to. And luckily in Victoria, if there is any corruption to stop this summit, and I've had a bit already, we do have a Commission Against Corruption, and you might hear a lot more about that in the next 24 hours. So that's all from me. Signing off, Graham Little, knee Peter Pope, and we're outside the Melbourne Town Hall. Lovely building. Bye for now.